Okay, from our last conversation, you realize that communication in marriage is a big deal. So one of the things we have learned in 4 years in marriage is the importance of communication. And for me, uh, it's this is a big challenge for us men, brothers. You know what I'm talking about. Uh, Communication doesn't come that easy for us. Even up to now, I struggle with it. You know, as much as I want to share things with my wife, give her gist and all of that, sometimes you feel like, okay, this information I can manage by myself without, really letting it out. There are also some things you feel, hey, I'm a man, I should be able to just chew this, you know, digest it and just move on without, talking about it. But that's not how it is for women. So it's the issue of communication is a big deal in marriage. I mean, during marriage counseling, we were told, we were taught, and all of that. But I mean, marriage counseling is different from the real thing. You know, when you
Marriage counseling is like theory, and then
exactly
marriage
is the practical. So in marriage, it becomes not just what you're reading now, but you have to do it. You have to communicate better with your wife. And I must tell you, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I ask questions, talk to her. I'm still learning to try to communicate better, to really know how she's feeling and what she wants. Babe.
I think um I think like 8 in 10 marriages, if there's a challenge marriage is facing, I think I would say communication has to be the challenge, because like you said, communication is quite a big deal, a serious deal. Like, I'm speaking English. Please don't be understanding French. That's like basically how it is. Like, I'm saying something and like you're not just understand. Get me, please. Like, that's for me so far through our 4 years. That the episodes where we had communication, challenges. That would be our biggest challenge so far. I don't know if that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
think I think it's partly because we are wired differently.
Yes.
You know, she's a woman. Obviously, I'm a man. The way we are wired are totally different.
And also background
Exactly, I was
a
going to say
big.
that our background plays, a lot. Also, our upbringing. She comes from a home where they say "I love you." After, I mean, first time I heard her talk to her dad, and she was like, "I love you, daddy. Dad, I love you." I'm like, "Yeah, well, yeah, I don't talk to my mom and say I love you. She knows I love her. I don't talk to my siblings and say I love you. They know I love them. But that's just to show you our background, and then you're coming together. You have to deal with what is in your mind and how she perceives it, what is in her mind and how you perceive it. So communication is a big deal, and it's not something that you get better at in 1 years, 2 years of marriage. I mean, there are people who have been married for years, but they're still having communication. It just has to do with the fact that she's a woman and I'm a man. And in the marriage, we keep talking, we keep getting better. 4 minutes is up. Thank you, God.